Welcome to Latte's High Mountain Cooking, here from the world famous Maison du Soleil in Crestline, California, 5,000 feet. Now, today's Thanksgiving, and so for your holiday pleasure, I'm going to show you how to make everybody's holiday favorite eggnog. That's right, eggnog, not the stuff you buy at the Stater Brothers or down there at the Vons or wherever you go. I'm talking about how to make the real deal eggnog. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. And what we have here is 6 egg yolks that are separated from the whites. So it's the yolks of 6 eggs. And we're going to go ahead and add that to our mixing bowl to start out to make our eggnog. So yes, there are eggs in the eggnog. First, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and whip this up for just a couple of minutes on our medium speed on our little handy dandy hand mixer here. So just give me a moment while I go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is our whipped egg yolk. And right now, to that, what we're going to do is add 1 cup of sugar to our egg yolk. We'll add that in, and then we're going to beat it some more until it's even texture with the hand mixer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you see our eggnog mixture coming together. This is our yolk with our cup of sugar beat into it with the hand mixer. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and add about 1.25 cups of my favorite liquor, which today we're going to be using Maker's Mark bourbon. Some people like to use rum and brandy and Grand Marnier in their eggnog, but it's all a preference, and I prefer to use some good old Kentucky bourbon by the name of Maker's Mark. It's one of the top shelf bourbons you can get. So I'm going to go ahead and add 1.25 cups of my Maker's Mark bourbon into the egg yolk and sugar mixture, and I'm going to blend it together again until it's all even and smooth texture. Woo! That's strong. There's going to be some mighty fine eggnog right there, ladies and gentlemen. So we've mixed together our egg yolks from 6 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, and 1.25 cups of Kentucky bourbon by the name of Maker's Mark into our mixture. We have to put it into the refrigerator for 1 hour to chill, and then we'll be back after we chill and show you what happens next in the step of making homemade eggnog right here on Latte's High Mountain Cooking. Okay, now while our egg yolk mixture is chilling in the refrigerator, we're going to go ahead and whip up 3 cups of heavy whipping cream with our handy dandy hand mixer here. And what we're going to want to do is just get a nice frothy mixture out of that. Okay, we've whipped our cream up there. And now what we're going to do is whip up our egg whites from earlier, and we're now going to beat those into some stiff peaks. So we'll have to blend that with this. Welcome back to Latte's High Mountain Cooking right here in Crestline. And now we're ready to assemble all of our ingredients. You saw me whipping up the whipping cream, the heavy whipping cream. You saw me whip up 3 cups of that. You also saw me beating 6 egg whites that we had, and we made some stiff peaks out of our egg whites there. And so now we're going to just combine it all together. Here's where everything comes together. Here's where everything is done. Now earlier, you saw us make the egg yolk mixture with the Maker's Mark bourbon and the sugar. And it's been chilling in the refrigerator for about an hour. And we're going to give this a quick stir to get the sugar back mixed in with the liquor and the egg yolk. And we're going to pour this into a bigger pot. You'll see why we pour it into a bigger pot in just a minute. To that, we're going to stir in 1.5 quarts of whole milk. Don't use skim milk. This is a rich dessert, and it should be with whole milk. We'll stir it around pretty good. Now we're going to take our whipped cream from before, and we're going to gently try to fold that in. And real easily stir. Okay. And finish adding the other half of our heavy whipping cream. I want to gently fold that in. It's not really stirring, you kind of just want to fold it in. Okay. To this mixture, we're now going to add our 6 egg whites that we've beat. For the final ingredients, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of nutmeg and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And we're going to fold that in. And ladies and gentlemen, not sure if you can see the finished product, but you go ahead and funnel that into a milk jug, stick it in your refrigerator, and you will have yourself an awesome holiday treat. And I've shown you how to make it right here on Latte's High Mountain Cooking. Thank you for watching.